Manchester United 6, AS Roma 2. What a display at Old Trafford. And this is when you get to now ask yourself, when will the fans return to the field? Because this is really something that the fans would have really loved to watch at Old Trafford, having watched it back in 2006, where United won 7-1. 7-1. How many years from now? As they say, history repeats itself, but it was just one goal away from history repeating itself, because it was in 2006 in the quarterfinal second leg of the Champions League when United smashed a team which goes by the names of AS Roma by 7-1, with Michael Carrick scoring in the 11th minute and the 60th minute, Alan Smith, when Ronaldo scoring a brace and Patrice Evra sealing it there. And today, guess who? We've had two players who have scored a brace. Remember, in 2006, Michael Carrick scored a brace and Ronaldo scored a brace. And the same thing has happened today with Bruno scoring a brace and Edson Cavani scoring a brace in there for you. So we've been just one goal away from history repeating itself at Old Trafford on a particular team known as AS Roma. Welcome to Rokani Sports. Subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Guys, it's no longer a talk about, it's really a confirmed now. United have won this one by how many goals? By 6, a goal margin of 4. Remember, when I was doing my match prediction, I said that Manchester United was really going to go ahead and do the needful to win this one by a margin of 3 goals, but it really came to pass by United really winning by a margin of 4 goals, which is really a plus to Manchester United. And I would like really to thank all the people that were in here with Devil Weekly and Adam Talk Sports. But when you look at this game, the result does not really explain what was on the pitch, because guys, in the first half, these guys were all of us. They were all of us. They were all of us, and lots of mistakes were made into the defense. But thank God we came back into the second half and capitalized onto this, and we saw ourselves really going into the lead as no sooner had United really came back in half. But that is all something that we need to learn from Manchester United, that if at all it was a very big team, or a team that really had better coaches and tactics, we would have lost this one, because we conceded stupid goals. The first one, penalty, I don't really rate how the VAR really does its thing nowadays, because I really hate it, because there's certain things you look at and ask yourself, is this the penalty or not? Those penalties are no longer given, because you just ask yourself, where would Paul Pogba have put his hand? Where is his hand could have been? Because if I told you say it is a penalty, where do you think his hand would have been? Because that is something that is just common sense, whereby it comes in. Paul Pogba wouldn't have gone all flat with his hands down. Where do you expect his hands to be? In that position. So I really feel furious, like how the Manchester United fans are feeling, because that wouldn't have been a penalty for AS Roma. But the second goal we conceded, it really showed that United really there is a laxity into defense, because when you look at how it really came about, Harry Maguire, Lindelof playing aside, do you know what he did? He really went to, after passing that ball, after winning that tackle, then he failed to get back to his position. Yet Aaron Bissaka, who was the same player, also into that side. So it really came out to see to it that Harry Maguire was found only one in the center into the 18-yard box area, and then Henrik Mkhitaryan did that splitting pass that found a player of AS Roma squared into the ball to find Edin Dzeko, and Edin Dzeko made it 2 for a team which goes by the name of AS Roma. And United ended the first half by 2-1. But all those 2 goals would have been really prevented. I think the penalty was not a penalty according to me. It's not a penalty according to me, because those penalties are no longer given into the Premier League right now. If I told you really, a person who watches in, by the time the league started, they are giving those penalties. But right now, they no longer give those penalties. Why? Because you have to ask yourself and use some common sense. Where is Paul Pogba's hand supposed to be into that position? Because he is really sliding into. So you expect him to slide with his hands? So that is something that really baffled me. Meaning that Ole really needs to work upon his defense, especially the Harry Maguires of this world and Dr. Lindelof. I think in this game, the man who goes by the name of Eric Bay would have been granted a chance to play all feature because he really had all what it takes to feature into this one. Having signed a new contract, this would have been the game really to tell him that guy, having signed in a new contract at Manchester United, Eric Bay, you are the real man into here, and I've trusted you to play the remaining Europa League games. So not Lindelof, because I think we lack pace into our defense. You all know this. And United, all these games they're playing a high line. So, and when our high line is beaten, you remember, is it Pellegrini? Remember, into the second half, the game was even still was 2-2 after Cavani had equalized, and he really got a chance really after our high line was beaten. So we don't have that high pressing defender who is really fast onto the team, and the one that have goes by the name of Twanze Bay or Eric Bay, and they are not really rated highly by the manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I think, as very many people are saying, that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was just forced to really sign Eric Bay, giving him a new contract, because if at all he was really liking Eric Bay to be at Manchester United, you never know. In this game, it was a match he was supposed to play because he has been away for some time, having been in Ivory Coast for like. Sorry for that. I'm really having flu, guys. You'll bear with me, but I really have to bring you this much reaction. But Eric Bay in there doing the needful to really see to it that he really comes in and do the needful for Manchester United. But the manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has not really trusted him. Now we go to the goal of Bruno Fernandes, the first one. It was really a good interplay between Paul Pogba, Edson Cavani, and Bruno Fernandes. Entirely this game has been about those three players, Edson Cavani, Paul Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes. Because when you look at Bruno Fernandes, he has scored 2 goals and close to 2 or 3 assists on his name. That is the man who goes by the names of Bruno Fernandes. Looking at Bruno scoring that opener into there, the opener of the game, that was Bruno Fernandes. Look really great, very much composed. I like the way she put into the back, into the farthest lower bottom of the net, into there to make it 1. And then after, he really led to the equalizer of United when he really made an assist to to Edson Cavani. Cavani comes in after a very hard shot by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he made it 3. And Bruno making another assist to Paul Pogba, chipping into the ball, but Paul Pogba does it, and there is really going to be a very big battle on who the man of the match is going to be for this one. Because when you look at Manchester United and how it has played today, man, going forward we've been okay, but defensively we've been really lacking that touch. And Scott McTominay has been a tourist into this one, and I wonder why he has played all those minutes, because I don't really see the reason as to why Scott McTominay had to be on the pitch for all those minutes. And I think this is the influence that was brought on by a man who goes by the names of Sir Alex Ferguson, the former manager of Manchester United, because he really came out and said that for him, he would really fancy to play Scott McTominay into his team. And ever since that was said, and remember, even before him endorsing him, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had been playing that player throughout all the games. Now, after being endorsed by a man who goes by the name of Alex Ferguson, he's really being given all the games. But these are the games that we should expect people like Nemanja Matic to come in, or Paul Pogba to play into that position, and then we really get another person who really is attack-minded. But all in all, we've won, but there are things we should really look at Manchester United, as the manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should do some serious homework for the team of Manchester United. Now, look at Mason Greenwood's goal comes on, scores. Rashford really looks like he's playing unfit, and I'm asking myself, why is Rashford being forced onto the pitch? Yes, United has very other players. So I think Ole should really question himself and really give himself an answer to this, because there is no way of forcing Marcus Rashford. Because when you look at him, he's really not that Marcus Rashford. The way he takes on players, he's really afraid of really going into those dark holes and really taking those shots and risking, because he's a risk player, because he's the player of pace. He is a player of pace. That is the man who goes by the names of Marcus Rashford. But he really had a good game, according to me. He could really track back very well. After tracking back, there is no way he really came on forward, and he has not been selfish this time around. He really came on and passed the ball more earlier than we expected, and that is a man who goes by the name of Marcus Rashford. Then Freddie Rodriguez really did great today, doing very many interceptions in there. I like his work rate, but the only thing he really needs to work up at it's his final ball, especially when United really wins that ball. We really lack that CDM, especially the person who's really going to give us a tempo. Like you see, when Paul Pogba gets that ball, you know that he's really going to control or have that ball with him, and he won't lose it. And he's going to do that long ball that can really result into United scoring goals and really getting teams on the break, because you know United really, however much we can do the press, however much we can really do the tiki-taka or do the hard press, but United really, when it comes to a break, playing on the break, it's one of the best teams you have in the Premier League or in the Europe right now. Smash a like on the video, comment, like, and share. You can go into the comment section and tell me what you think about this win of Manchester United, having won 6-2. And United is now 4 goals clear, and it's like United is already into the Champions League, because also into the final, and this is going to be Ole Gunnar's final, because he has really been playing for Manchester United. He has been managing Manchester United for the previous finales, and those have been close to 5. I think they have been close to 4. If at all I can take you back, first one was the Carabao against Man City, where we lost 3-1, and then we won 1-0 at Old Trafford. You remember that one? And we saw United really coming up to lose and never played that. We went to the FA Cup semi-final and we lost again to Chelsea. We played Sevilla and we lost. You remember? That was 2-1. We went ahead to play against the team which goes by the names of Leicester City into another semi-final this particular season, and we lost to Man City into the Carabao Cup semi-final this season. So this has been the 6th semi-final, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, God has come out for him and the entire Manchester United team, and United have won the first leg by 6-2 with a 4-goal margin. And I think United is already in the final, and I think they are waiting to play the winner between Arsenal and Villarreal, where Villarreal has really went ahead to win against Arsenal by 2-1, and Arsenal have been really humiliated in Spain. But you never know, anything can change when they come to their stadium in London, especially the Emirates Stadium, because you know Arsenal, even the previous game in the quarterfinal, Arsenal saw itself lose or draw with it Partizan Belgrade, and when they went away, they weren't close to where they 4-1 in there. So Arsenal can do the needful this time round, and I expect them really to come up and do the needful. Smash a like on the video, comment and share. If at all it's your very first time to watch it here on Rokan Sports, please subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in the day. I'm waiting for your reactions into the comment section below, and if at all you feel like you want to join me onto this live stream, there is a link I'm going to post in the comment section. Just go into the comment section and tell me, please, I want to join into your live stream, and I'm really going to have you onto this match reaction that has been instant. Manchester United has really gone ahead to disapprove all the haters. Coming back from behind, for me, I really predicted that United is going to win by a 3-goal margin, and they really won by a 4-goal margin, and that is United for you. Bruno scoring a penalty, Edson Cavani involved in very many goals in there. It's something that we've been not seeing at United, especially we last saw it raining riots at United, especially at Old Trafford, where United was playing a team which goes by the names of Leeds, and the game ended 6-2, you remember? So this time around, it has rained riots at Manchester United. It has rained goals really at Old Trafford, with Bruno Fernandes scoring a brace, Edson Cavani scoring a brace, Paul Pogba getting in 1 goal, and Mason Greenwood sealing the win tonight with his late one after coming in for Marcus Rashford. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming in, reacting, and there is what Paul Pogba said after this one. Paul Pogba has come out and said that the result is positive, but it's not yet finished. We have to stay focused and play the next game with the same mentality. After we considered the second goal, we were a bit all over the place, and on the penalty rewarded against me, I need to learn how to tackle without arms. But to me, I really think, oh my God, this is not a penalty because he really never showed that he was really going to, it was not his intention. And how did you expect a player to slide into this? How do you expect a player to slide into this tackle? If I told you the referee and awarding this penalty, there must be something wrong with you, because in the Premier League, by the beginning of this season, these penalties were rewarded. But right now, as we speak, they are no longer rewarded in the Premier League. And even the Champions League, I remember in the game of Bayern Munich against PSG, when PSG knocked out Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich was really claiming for penalty like that, but the referee saying, no, that's not a penalty. So this referee who really refereed this game, he was really poor. And I don't really expect to see him really coming back to do something like refereeing in such a big game, because I really disliked him. And the way he did these things were really substandard, and they're really not up to standards in there. Smash a like on the video. You can also join me to the comment section and tell me what you think about this game and how United is according to you, what you think. No player has scored more penalties in all competitions for Manchester United than Bruno Fernandes. He has scored 12 in there. That is Bruno Fernandes in there for you, coming in for Manchester United, being the man of the match for me. And we are going to do the player ratings for Manchester United. And you can as well come in and tell me what you think of the player ratings in there. But this is Rokan on Rokan Media. Thank you guys for watching in. And that has been the match reaction for Manchester United 6, AS Roma 2 at Old Trafford. United only are waiting for the game next week to see if not they confirm themselves to the final bit of it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer playing his first final for Manchester United. Will it be against Arsenal or Villarreal? Because Villarreal has won 2-1 away at home in Spain, and they expect to return in London at the Emirates Stadium next week to play against Arsenal. And we really expect to see what a game is going to be, because I think this one is done. It's done. It's done and dusted. United are through to the final. I don't know, even if United, I don't see United conceding like 4-0 in Italy. I don't really see that happening, and I think United is going to go there and humiliate AS Roma at their home in Italy, because that's what United has done best this season. Playing away from home, humiliating all these teams in there. That is what Manchester United is doing best this season, and I expect that to happen to them at their stadium in Italy. What are you? Where are you watching in from? This is Rokan in here onto the match reaction of Manchester United versus the team which goes by the name of AS Roma. United is already in the final, according to me. However much Paul Pogba is saying that anything can happen in the game of football, but I don't see AS Roma putting 4 goals past Manchester United and United not scoring a single goal, because away from home this season, United has been beaten just in 2 games. That is the RB Leipzig and the other game of a team which goes by the names of Istanbul Başakşehir in there. You'll remember those losses that United conceded. Thank you much for watching in. It's always nice having you in here. I'm returning with the player ratings in there, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reaction to United 6, AS Roma 2, and 5 things we've learned from Manchester United 6, AS Roma 2. Keep it Rokan Sports, and never subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Thank you. I'm out. Viva United. Thank you for everything. Let's see how this is really going to end. Whether it will end in tears or it will end in joy, especially Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming in to play his first finale of Manchester United. And I think he's really going to lift a trophy this season. And that's none other than UEFA Europa, especially if at all he lines up very well. And Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Edson Cavani keep up the form, and I've had some good news of Anton Martial that he's returning, and that means that the squad is really being beefed up, getting ready to rumble in there into the finale into there. I'm out. Subscribe to this channel if at all it's your first time to watch it.